Hello everyone, this is Professor Ryan Moore. If I haven't met you yet, I'm an instructor here at Miramar College, and I have something really exciting to share with you called the Math Jam. The Math Jam is a way that we are trying to help out students who are currently in basic skills. If you're currently in a Math 38, you know you still have a year's worth of math courses ahead of you until you're done with basic skills. If you're currently in a Math 46, you still have another course, another semester until you get to that place. And so we know in our math department, we know that's a long road, and so we'd like to expedite that for some of you guys with what we call the Math Jam. So in this video, I'm going to try and make it quick, but I'm going to try and tell you what the Math Jam is, who it's designed for, and exactly where and when it's happening if you think it applies to you. So what is the Math Jam? The Math Jam is a 4-day workshop. It's intense. It covers all of the core concepts in all of basic skills math. All of the core concepts in Math 38, in Math 46, and in Math 96. Over 4 days. Day 1 is just Math 38. The whole course. Day 2, half of Day 3 is Math 46. The other half of Day 3 and Day 4 is all of Math 96. Now, the whole idea here and why it's designed for those students who participate, for all students who participate, they will then, after the 4-day workshop is over, they would then be allowed to take a challenge exam of the course of their choice. And if they pass the challenge exam, they will be cleared for having to take that course in the future. For instance, let's say you're in a Math 38, you attend the Math Jam and you take the Math 46 challenge exam and you pass it, you would then not have to take Math 46. You could go directly into Math 96. Or if you took the Math 96 challenge exam, for Math 46 people, you'd be done with Math 96. You could either move on or you'd be done with your basic skills math, or all of your math for that matter, perhaps, completely. Now, this is not for everybody. We will not be, because it's so quick, we will not be teaching in the traditional sense. I use the word expose. We're going to expose you to all these core concepts. There's no way we can lecture on all of them in such a short amount of time. So who is this really for? Who would get anything out of this? I've got 3 examples, 2 of which are great candidates for the Math Jam, 1 of which would not be a good candidate. So let's start with my first example. Let's call him Student A. Let's say Student A knows that they placed into a math course that is well below their actual ability in mathematics. So maybe they took the test down at the placement office, they didn't do well, maybe they didn't prepare for it, and now, you know, they're there and you're sitting there in your current course and you know you've seen this stuff before and you know you've seen even the next level before, you know those things, and if you just got a chance to be reminded of those things, that you could take a challenge exam and you could skip that next course. Then the Math Jam is for you. And by the way, when we say you know, you would know it if you were reminded, and what we mean by expose you to these ideas, we are going to help you fill in those gaps. Although we're not going to be lecturing, there'll be an instructor there. I will be there for the Math Jam happening in June. There'll be tutors there. We'll be roaming around and we'll be helping you to remind you of exactly how these things work. Granted the fact that you have seen it at some point in the past and you knew it at some point in the past, we can help remind you and get you back to where you were quickly. So that's my first example. Great candidate. Please come to the Math Jam. Maybe you can skip ahead. My next example, let's call him Student B. Let's say Student B knows that they know the material for their current course, the course you're sitting in right now. But perhaps something has happened during the semester, or maybe something will end up happening in the next week, or maybe on the day of the final, maybe a health problem, maybe a family emergency, and for some reason, although you know the material of your current course, you end up not passing, or maybe just barely not passing. Definitely come to the Math Jam. Whereas otherwise, you would have to retake the entire course again. Maybe you can just be reminded of it in a couple of days, and you can take a challenge exam, which is really a final exam. That's what these challenge exams are. You could pass that exam and you could move on to the next course like you know you should be moving on anyway. My third example, who would not be a good candidate. Let's call them student C. Let's say student C is currently passing their course right now. Maybe they're even doing really well. Maybe they're getting an A in their current course, and they got it in their head, you know what, I bet if I saw the material for the next level, even if it was just for a day or day and a half, I bet if I saw it for just that little bit of a time, I bet I could then take a challenge exam for that course and pass it. Truth is, that's probably not realistic. It takes a long time to learn this material, weeks. 16 weeks is the semester, right? So to be exposed for just a day, day and a half and think you can pass the equivalent of a final exam, probably not realistic. Go ahead and just sign up for that next course and take it in the usual way. But if you think you tested below your ability, or if you think, you know what, I really know this, but for some reason or another I'm just not going to pass it, come to the Math Jam. That said, we are not going to turn away anybody from attending the Math Jam. We're not going to ask these kind of questions about who's coming. We're just going to welcome whoever shows up. Hey, maybe you just want to come to review. Hey, maybe you want to come to the Math Jam just to check it out and see if it fits you. You just want to come for a day or two and then make a decision on whether you want to take a challenge exam after the fact. Man, that would be fantastic. Come to the Math Jam and do that. So we've got 2 of these things happening over the summer. One is in the first week of June, June 5th through the 8th. That's a Monday through a Thursday. It's from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., 4 hours for 4 days is the workshop. We've got another one happening in August, August 7th through August 10th, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., again a Monday through a Thursday. So more information is on a flyer, which I've sent your instructor, and hopefully they'll show you that, just the room locations and all those things. Also on that flyer, there's a link. Please go to that link if you want to register. What's fantastic about the Math Jam, there's no units. It's completely free. There's no penalty for not passing a challenge exam. So sign up. We just ask for your name, your email, your ID, and hopefully we will see some of you guys there.